everybody. Hello, boyfriends and girlfriends, sugar mommies and sugar daddies, my fellow youths. Y'all know what the Cruse Connoisseur Podcast is all about. We are here to share experience, talk about, you know, things unfiltered, and this is like the last episode for season 2. That's why it's only me. So basically, it's only me just going to share my experience, how the journey has been, just season 2. From the talking stage down to body shaming, down to 21st dating century, down to peer pressure, down to it's girl, down to firstborn, down to um first performance anxiety, sex. Yeah, it's all cruise and vibe, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, it was very, very stressful throughout this whole season. I count how many times I cried. I count and how many times there's sometimes that I watch some episode and I'm not feeling it. Like I'm not feeling it. This is the same season I was in top 5 on Apple Chat, Apple Podcast. It's the growth for me. It's the growth for me. I'm not gonna lie, it's the growth for me. I'd never thought I knew that I was like, going to be this type of person, but everything is just happening really fast and I like my growth. I know if you know me very well and if you've listened to my other pod episodes, you notice that I love to talk about my growth. I love how you guys are also seeing my growth because all like I used to say, it all started from my mother's room. The podcast all started from my mother's room. Then I just edited it myself with VLLO. I remember I edited it myself. I did my graphics myself. Yes, the graphics you see I did it myself with Canva. Yeah, VLLO. I edited everything. Then voila, I posted it. Everybody likes it. That was how it all started. And it's the journey for me. It was tough. I'm not going to lie, I cried. And I don't know, there's something I'm trying to still overcome, yeah, in this my podcast. I know the competition is too much, but I just feel like I'm just doing my own because I love it and for who I am. Just love it for me. Because I love to talk. The main reason why I pushed my podcast this far is because it's the only way I feel like I would be able to express myself, tell people my story, bring people to also come tell their story so you guys can relate to it. Yeah. So there's like I said before, there's something I'm trying to still overcome, which is fear. I have this fear of, if with the way I record my podcast, Arrow House, if they send my podcast, yeah, they send the whole after editing it, there's this fear I always have of listening to it, watching it. I don't know. I'm still trying to still overcome it. Even to when I never knew they sent it since let's say they sent it on Wednesday. I had to watch it. I had to listen and watch it today because I was scared. Apart from work schedule, I had work and everything. I was scared. I'm still trying to overcome that fear. I don't know. I don't know. There's something that's always, don't listen. Like, I don't even understand that fear always pushing me. Don't listen to it. And I don't know when I now balance and now listen to it, it turns out really good. Like, I remember there's a particular time I recorded one particular episode. I'm not going to say the episode. Yeah, I'm not going to say it. I recorded one episode and I didn't like it. I remember how I cried. I cried so much. I mean, I'm trying to tell you how how dedicated I am to my podcast and how I love my podcast, how I want it to turn out for you guys to watch and listen, so you guys don't get bored while listening. Because podcasting, yeah, I like my podcasting to just you guys should just come and chill and be relaxed. Yeah, that's what I really like about but what I want my podcast to look like. And that's the image I want. We are coming to share our experience so that you can relate to. And my audience are the youths like me, young girls like me. And what my podcast is all about, like I always say, we are coming to share our experience, social and cultural issues that some of you are very scared to talk about. We are here to like open your mouth for you. We are your, how will I put it, or your mouthpiece. Yes, if I should use that word, we're here to like help you say it. And it's been a very, like I always say, it's a rough journey, and I really like it. Like someday I know I will come back and watch this video when I've made it and be like, this is it all started like this. I want to always say like, oh, I can remember how I would wake up early in the morning. Oh, I have to be at the studio by 12. Look for guests. Like I want to say these stories one day. I have to look for guests because I know when I blow now, it's the guests coming to look for me because it's not always easy. Trying as a podcaster, trying to look for people to come on your pod. I bet you for somebody like me that is still growing. Yes, I'm getting there. I will reach out to people, they don't reply, they don't, send, they don't. Sometimes I feel like they see the message, I'm like, oh, she's still. But I know that one day I'm gonna get there and I'm going to refer this video again. I am going to refer this video. I can remember how many people, some influencers, I know they want the money. So, but some people feel like podcasting, there's money in podcasting. Well, though, I believe there's money in podcasting when you have, large followers, large subscribers and all. But for me, yeah, I still drink on my screw. But for me, yeah, I do not have. But I think I have what I have is my growth. Consistent. I can remember how many times sometimes it would be like, Adiara, end this. No. Oh, I'm tired. No. I just feel like you have come a long way. There's one spirit that's always talking to me, Adiara. You've come a long way. See, to be on 600 subscribers from January down, you're not even an influencer, nothing. From January down to now, 600 subscriber. It's not beans, my guy. It's not beans. You don't even the people you bring. Yes, they are well-known people, but they try to prep you, promote, and help you bring some YouTube subscribers, but never reach that 1K subscribers. But like I always say, my growth is what I like. I really love my growth, and throughout this season two, it has been a tough one, but thanks to my parents, especially my dad, my mom. My mom likes this for me. She really likes this for me, but if I one thing she don't like about the pod is if I come here and just say nonsense, she doesn't like it. She'll tell you, instead of you saying yourself, please just say your friend or just use an example. She doesn't like that idea. Like my parents are very supportive, especially my dad. He always wants to know how far, what's the pod though? Or yeah, how many subscriber? He wants to know. My mom won't ask you subscribe, we won't ask you, but if I try to meet her that, oh mommy, I want to talk about this on my podcast, blah blah blah. I remember when I told her that I want to talk about NYC on my podcast. And she was like, hey, please, I beg. I told her that there is restriction. You can't say bad things about NYC, blah, blah, and stuff. You're like, please don't say anything. But if I scrap the topic, look for another thing. She's always there to listen. And throughout this period of my podcast, I've lost friends. But I don't give a fuck though. I love friends and I've gained more friends. But I want to say thank you to those friends that they stick with me. If I send them my post, they always repost. Like it goes a long way when I send my stuff to you and you repost it for me. It goes a long way and I really do appreciate that effort. It's not easy. I won't lie. It's not easy. I know. Because sometimes when people send some things to me, sometimes I know they post, but if I send you my post and you post it for me, I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. I don't know how to put it, but thank you. Thank you for people that believed in me. I know that this is actually going somewhere. It's actually going somewhere for me because I have so much planned for this podcast. Well, it's not going to end here. Season 2 is not going to end here. 10 episodes for each season. I'm moving to season 3, but season 3, your girl is going to take a break. But that means I'm not ending the pod. I'm actually going to host another podcast. Yeah. So that's the growth I'm talking about, yeah. I'm actually hosting another podcast. Yeah. And it's a long ride for me. Podcasting. Yeah, it's I don't know, but it's draining too. It's very draining because I have to think of topics. There's sometimes that I will align the topics I want to talk about. Then I just feel like I go to Twitter and I see it because sometimes I get inspiration from Twitter and Instagram and I say this is a rainy topic. I can just put it to let me switch it because as a podcaster, yeah, I used to say it. You have to have your topics down before you start recording. But sometimes then you just see some things that I'm this thing, no, they really let me talk about raining topics and all. Then I'll have to switch it up and put it's been a very looking for guests. See that looking for guest issue, eh? I I want well known people because I feel like they will be the one to like help me promote the podcast far and when they post it on their page. But looking at it, throughout this episode, I brought friends. I brought all my friends, very supportive, and please do not feel like I'm a snob because I've gotten so many comments that Adiara is a snob. She's not gonna answer you. Nah, I am not. I'm not. The first thing when you come to when you reach out to me that you want to be on my podcast, I always ask, can you talk? You don't just come to my pod and now say, hey, you just be looking. Whoa, Benny, I'll get frustrated. I might not even upload it. So come to my pod and talk for next season. Yeah, next season, please come to my pod and talk unfiltered. We're here to share our experience as you let people know what we are going through or what we've been through. That's what the Cruse Connoisseur Podcast is all about. So yeah, y'all will see me in another podcast. I'm not going to tell you the podcast name. Y'all will be just shocked when you see my pictures, It's a new, how would I put it, a new... I don't know which English to put sometimes. I think I'm too chilled. So this is not me if you know me. A new life. Maybe I should use life. A new way for me. Testing waters, trying to see, okay, can I fit in this space? And I like that for me, yeah? Throughout this year, when this year's began, sorry, I found out that I really can't multitask. Be multitasking a lot. God bless say, make I crazy. Sometimes God bless say, yeah, I don't tire. So trying to now learn how to multitask, but do it accordingly. Say, okay, this is this, but I'm going to multitask. So yeah, I can't wait to see you all in season 3, the Cruse Connoisseur Podcast. I know many of you can't still pronounce the Cruse Connoisseur Podcast. Y'all be fine. Because many people said I should not change it though, so I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to change it. It's just a name that makes up. You can just call it TCCP. TCCP. You understand? The Cruse Connoisseur Podcast. Thank you so much. So voila. I'll see you all in season 3. And if you really want to be on my pod, you can reach out to me. But like I said, can you talk? Can you talk? Please, we want people that can talk unfiltered. Don't just come and be looking and be drinking. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you all are all well. Please, let's vote right, and everybody will be fine. I know the country is tough. Everybody, me too. I'm tired. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very tired. Like I always say, please be happy. Happiness, lo matter. Sorry, happiness, lo matter. Love your neighbor. Be good. Don't. And again, lastly, don't just think sex is the only sin. Because I really want to say this. Please. On my podcast, I get this a lot. Oh, sex. I say, please don't just think sex is the only sin, yeah? Backbiting is a sin. Lying is a sin. All sin na sin. So this sex, you talk about sex, blah, blah, don't do that. Sex is not the only sin, yeah? Backbiting, gossiping, you do it. You lie, right? All sin na sin. So no sin no get grade. You grab me. Thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye. See y'all in season 3. Mwah.